Hello, welcome back to Fake It to Make It or Hi. If you're new, I am decorating my Happy Planner Classic Vertical Spread for the week of November 6th, and I'm going to use these cute stickers from Whimsy Luxe. I just love that they're like cozy, kind of fall vibes. To pair with that, I have some boxes from Fancy Plans. I love that they're just like very neutral. I am an affiliate with her. There are links, I believe, down below. Also with Happy Planner. And then I pulled some washi. Most of these three, I believe, are from Washi Tape Shop. There is an affiliate and a coupon code down below. And this, I believe, is from Amber Planything. I believe this is from Planything shop. I just wanted like a different width. Oh, I have to open this. I haven't even used this one yet. So all the links are down below. I appreciate your support, but I just wanted to do like a nice little fall spread and kind of decorate for this week. It's going to be a busy week. Joe, my husband, and I, we just got back. We went to New Orleans for just a long little weekend getaway. We had never been and always wanted to go. Holy moly. That place is kind of crazy. Now, hold on. I'm looking for, I kind of wanted a floral sticker. I want to see if I have any from Mariel's shop. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm so sorry. I think those are all Halloween. Don't think I have any of her florals. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, I've never been. New Orleans itself, so we went like Bourbon Street in the French Quarter. First of all, you guys will have to let me know down below if you've ever been. I'm probably the wrong age group because that place, it was a lot of like probably 20 somethings, just like absolutely like debauchery. Honestly, a couple times I said like it was kind of, and this is no disrespect. I don't mean this to be disrespectful of anyone who like lives there, but like Bourbon Street was kind of gross. There was like garbage and puking and things that are just like, I am not of the age group, I'm sure, like the ideal age group. But we did have fun though, because some coworkers of my husband were also down there at the same time. Super nice people, and we did have so much fun. We went to a couple fun places on Bourbon Street. I think I was just surprised with the level of like craziness, if that makes sense. That is not like my everyday thing. But like we listened to some great music, and just kind of hung out and danced at a few places. And my husband is really into like pirate history and things like that. And so we went to Lafitte's blacksmith shop bar. So that was like kind of cool for him. And that's like a cool little place. It's a piano bar. And where else do we go? We had these crazy drinks at, oh my gosh, Tropical Isle, maybe, called a Shark Attack. That was just like kind of hilarious. And they had a really good band one night there. And so we just kind of like were dancing and hanging out, but definitely, because we hung out on Bourbon Street a couple times. I had fun both times we were there with friends, but holy moly, like the last night, we went into some bar somewhere on there, and I was like, we are the oldest people in here for sure. So that was that realization, but we did have a really good time. We went to the World War II Museum. We did a cemetery tour and saw, just the beautiful like architecture of like the old cemeteries. Learned a little bit about how that works, which I was oblivious to. I think my husband was too. He didn't know either, which I don't want to be like too morbid if no one cares about that. So I guess I won't really get into that too much in this video because I don't want to offend anybody, but just the process, because it's under, basically it's below sea level, so all the graves have to be above the ground. And so I never quite understood, well, how the heck do they do that? Like, how is there enough room? So there's like a whole process with that, which is very interesting. Again, I'm not going to get into it because of nobody came here for graveyard talk, I'm sure, and like how that works. I don't want to be morbid. I would totally talk about it. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me. I found it to be fascinating, but I want to be respectful of any of you who are maybe not here for that. So we will skip that talk, but it was very fascinating. So that part was probably the World War II Museum. Great museum if you're ever down there, if you're into history at all. That was kind of my husband's pick, but I found it to be very interesting. And then we did the cemetery tour. We went on, I thought it was a steamboat. It was actually a paddle boat, like an old paddle boat. And we did a tour, like a little, it was not a tour, it was a jazz dinner cruise on the Mississippi. It was like 3 hours long, really cool. Definitely enjoyed that. Yeah, so that was really nice. And we did that on Sunday night. Yeah, that was our last night. And then we went to, I don't know that I want that sticker there. We went to Frenchman Street, which is not in like where it's Bourbon Street, and like, I don't know if it's still technically the French Quarter, because I'm sorry, like not super great with the geography of like that area. It was like a 20-minute walk. So we stayed kind of down there. It wasn't on Bourbon Street. We were off of Bourbon Street a little bit, but we did walk. And I want to say, I'm trying to remember, I think it was like a 20-minute walk back or something from our hotel. So not anything crazy. Anyway, so Frenchman Street was really cool. We had to walk through an area that seemed like not the greatest area to get there. However, I would highly recommend it if you really are into music. It was super cool. We listened to this amazing like bluesy band. Oh my gosh, they were so good. They had like a little art show. We went there at night too, and there was like all these artists like set up. It was like this whole little art area. And so I ended up buying some jewelry and what else did I get? Oh, so a couple art prints. It was just really cool. I just really enjoyed that. And then yeah, we just kind of walked down the street, and there was this really cool like little bar, and it was all like, I'm really into like the architectural elements. And so when I looked, we were walking past, and we were just gonna kind of go back. We weren't really sure what we were gonna do, and there wasn't any live, like everywhere had live music, and there wasn't anything, like we didn't hear anything as we were passing this bar because the band at the time had been on a break. But I just looked in, and it was like beautiful. I can't lift that sticker. I really wanted to kind of lift that. Like old brick, and they had painted on some parts that were like older, and like the bar was wrapped in copper, and the ceiling were like these old tiles. I don't think they were copper tiles. I think they wanted it to look that way. I think they painted over it in copper. Maybe it had been at one point, but just really a cool looking bar. And so we went in, and it was, I think, a 1 drink minimum, no cover. And so it just like seemed like a cool place, like more locals. Like there was a lot of people who knew each other, older crowd, older as in not necessarily like the college crowd, and which was kind of cool. And this band got up there, and it was 2 older gentlemen and 2 younger gentlemen, and oh my gosh, they were just playing some blues and singing so amazing. It was so good. So that was, I think, maybe like a little highlight for me. I just thought they were just really, really good. So we stayed and listened to them for a set, and then walk back to our hotel and kind of called that a night. What else did we do? The cemetery tour. Oh, and we did like a historic, like a little bit of a ghost historical tour, which was kind of interesting because there's just so much of that like lore there. I think a lot of it is probably has been made to be like more tourist attraction, but still very interesting. And yeah, it was really good. So we did that. Our tour guide he was a very interesting fellow, that's for sure, but learned a little bit about the history of New Orleans and some of like the famous homes, like the Laurel mansion. And there was actually quite a few stories like through some of these tours that we did and different things about Nicolas Cage, which was kind of interesting. One of the cemetery tours that we did talked about how they believe that Nicolas Cage is hexed because he had bought this Laurel mansion. It was a whole thing. I was like, but is he? I don't know. It was very interesting, for sure. Do I buy into all of it? Not necessarily, but I definitely think it was fun. Oh, I think I want to white out that line. It was definitely very fun. And yeah, quite interesting. But yeah, Nicolas Cage has what do they call them? Not a tombstone, but why can't I think of the name of it now? The thing above ground where they put the bodies. I cannot for the life of me think of the name. I'm sorry. It's a little bit later when I'm filming this, as is my usual. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. I'm going to think of it as soon as I'm done filming. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the person that did that tour was saying how he had been, when he purchased this, whatever the heck it's called, that I cannot think of the name. He was filming National Treasure. So it looks like a pyramid. It's very interesting. And has, I believe it's Latin on it. And it was in St. Louis Cemetery number 1. Oh, we also went into the cathedral there, the St. Louis, did I say Louis? St. Louis Cathedral. While we were there. I am not Catholic, but again, I love the architecture and like the history of things. Absolutely gorgeous. The stained glass on some of the pieces or in that church, in the windows, just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Really very beautiful. Where else did we go in our wanderings there? Oh, we also went there's a place called the Carousel Bar. So we did that. Had a drink there just so we could like kind of sit and go around on the carousel. And it was funny. We actually met a couple they were sitting right next to us. They were from Illinois, I believe, but their son was a freshman at Michigan State, which is a popular college here in Michigan University. Not too far away from us. So it was kind of interesting. They were, from a different state, but their son goes to school here. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So we sat and chatted with them for a little bit, and yeah, it was just a good time. They were kind of doing the same thing. They were just kind of sitting to sit and have a have a drink at this carousel bar. All these things, like I saw a lot of these things on TikTok, if I'm being completely honest, and was like, oh, cool. Like we should go try that. Oh my gosh. But one of the places I saw on TikTok, but then was recommended by Kelly Salty Planner Mama, I think I may have those words. Salty Mama, Salty Mama Planner, I think is the order it goes in. Anyway, she also recommended Ruby Slipper. It is a brunch spot. So I had put in, like, if anyone had any recommendations, I think in, like, my stories one day, like, let us know for food or whatever. And I had remembered after she said it, like, oh, yeah, I'd seen this on TikTok that this was a good place to go for brunch. So we went. My husband loved it so much. My husband isn't really, like, a foodie. Like, I love a good meal. I love good food. Sign me up. He is, like... he's more like, oh yeah, food, you need it to survive. Don't get me wrong, like he'll enjoy like a good burger or steak, but he isn't like all about like when we go somewhere like, ooh, we have to find like the best restaurant to go to and this is recommended. Like he doesn't get into stuff like that. He does not care. Don't ask me how we ended up being married because I'm like, I want to go where the good food is. Anyway, he loved Ruby Slipper so much. We actually ended up going there twice because it was so darn good. He was like, it was just really delicious. I think, too, because it's kind of like a southern kind of, it had like some Cajun inspired things, too. But it was definitely like, I would say like a fusion because like they had migas, which is more of a Mexican like breakfast dish, I would say. And they had migas on the menu. Fire. They were so freaking good, you guys. Oh my gosh. So we ended up going there twice for brunch. They're open from, I don't know what time they open in the morning, but they close at 3 p.m. And they were busy, but I will tell you, if you happen to go, I think another friend said there was a place, they have a restaurant in Destin, Florida. So if maybe you're not going to New Orleans, but if you happen to go to Destin, maybe you could try it out. But here, at least, I think all the locations, you can go online and get on a wait list, which I would highly recommend because at certain times there was like an hour and a half wait. And so we walked almost everywhere. I think we took an Uber to and from the airport, and only one other time we took an Uber because I'd hurt my back right before we went. And so on the walk back to the World War II Museum, after we had walked there, we had been walking all day. We did take an Uber back that day. Otherwise, we walked everywhere. So it worked out perfectly because by the time it was only from our hotel, like from the French Quarter, we stayed at on Dauphine Street. By the time we got there, it was like maybe a 15-minute walk. I think it was like 10 minutes to this particular restaurant. So it just gave us time to like kind of putz around and do what we wanted to do and then, be in line so you can electronically get on the wait list. So we did that. So I would highly recommend that if you go, especially I think a lot of those restaurants are in more popular touristy locations. And there are several of the Ruby Slipper locations in New Orleans. So we went to the one on Decatur. So maybe if you go to a different location, it may not be as busy. But so good. So I'm trying to think. The first day we went, my husband got, I think it was like a southern breakfast bowl or something. It was basically like biscuits and gravy and scrambled eggs. And my husband's family is from down south, so he's like loves that. And I had asked him how it compared to his mom's, and he said it was pretty darn close. He wouldn't say that it was better. I don't know that he could anyway, but he said it was pretty darn close. He really liked it. So liked it so much that we ended up going back another time. I got the migas that first time. Oh, and we got the French toast bites. My husband is also not a sweet eater. Like, he's not, like, sometimes he'll want, like, if he wants sweets, it's usually chocolate. He's not a person that just wants sweets for the sake of having sweets. Again, how are we married? I don't know. I have a sweet tooth. But he, I want to put this candle somewhere, but maybe right there. I don't know. We got these French toast bites, and they're like little donuts or something. I don't know. They put like a cream cheese, like drizzly, or maybe it was a powdered sugar. I don't know what it was. Some kind of drizzle, and then there's like a praline dipping sauce. You guys, they were so delicious. He was like, they taste like little donuts. Like, they were so, so good. We got that the first day, and then the second day he got, what did he get? He got one of their, he got the St. Charles chicken. So it was like a biscuit with chicken and egg. I think it had an egg on it, and then hollandaise sauce. And I got a breakfast sandwich because I wanted one of their biscuits because I didn't get a biscuit the day before. And I really, really wanted to try a biscuit. So, and the biscuits were so good. We also ended up getting a couple biscuits to go because the breakfast sandwich was huge. It literally came with, like, I think it's like 2 fried eggs, 2 sausage patties, which I pulled the sausage off. I didn't even eat that. I literally just ate like the biscuit and one of the eggs. And then we ended up having like leftover sausage and eggs. So we got a couple extra biscuits, and my husband ended up having that for like a midnight snack later, I think. And I just had like a plain biscuit, which was kind of funny, but it was good. It was so good, you guys. Yeah. Oh, and then they had an oat milk pumpkin latte, and I think he got like he had some kind of coffee drink too. It was really good. They were both really good. Highly recommend. Sorry to go on so long about the food, but the food was delish. Where else did we go to eat that was really tasty? Oh, we went to, of course, Cafe Du Monde and had to get the beignets, right? I feel like everybody, that's like the very touristy thing to do. Like, everyone has to do that. Has to go and get the beignets. So we did that. Definitely delicious. We also went to Cafe Beignet and got them because that was closer to our hotel, and they had oat milk. And so I did have coffee there a couple mornings, had like a little latte situation, which was really good. And we tried the beignets there. They're bigger, but I think Cafe Du Monde's were a little bit better. They're smaller. They're like I swear they put like a cup of powdered sugar in the bag with them. Really good. My husband also liked those better. And you have to eat them warm. But if you go to Cafe Du Monde down by the river, they're open till like 11 p.m. or 12 midnight. So don't go, if you go during the day, it's going to be packed, as it was. There was a line. We almost didn't go. And then after we got off of our riverboat cruise the one night, I was like, oh, good. Now we can go to Cafe Du Monde. I bet there's not a line. And there was not a line. And so that was perfect. So maybe don't plan on going there for breakfast because I think that's what all the tourists do. Instead, wait and make it, if you can, a later night dessert stop. And maybe it's not as busy then. Because I think our cruise was over at 9 p.m. So we went at 9. And yeah, there wasn't, I don't think I'm going to use that. There wasn't a line. So that would be my recommendation to you. So definitely think about that if you go. But yeah, you have to get the beignets. My husband's like, we already had them. I'm like, no, we have to have them from this place. It has to happen. So we were not disappointed. Also, I'm really struggling with where I want to use more of these stickers, but I've now also made decisions with some things. So I don't know. I kind of want this here, but I want it behind This darn pea. But it was a really nice trip. We don't frequently, he and I frequently don't go away without the kids. The last time, I mean, years and years and years ago. But it was kind of nice. I am calling us partial empty nesters because our children, we have 2 adult children now, 18 and 20. They both, they sort of live at home. Shelby, as you know, if you've followed along, is a freshman in college. She is not that far away though, so she's home quite frequently. And I don't know or not if she is going to continue with the dorm life because she is coming. Oh, and now this though is going to be behind there, coming home so much. So time will tell. So anyway, the whole point of this is that I don't like that sticker there now. I want it like kind of on its side where you can see the stem because I feel like you can't tell what it is. I'm trying real hard not to rip this sticker up. Yeah, so partial empty nesters because we can, the kids they both have cars, they have their license, their own life, so I feel like they're of the age now. Don't get me wrong, like I love them and I want to go on vacations with them too, but I feel like they're also of the age where we can kind of go and do a long weekend somewhere and, it's fine. We're not restricted, how when the kids are little and it's like, oh my gosh, school and this break and this sport and all this stuff, which, I mean, we still are a little bit with Shelby because she does play soccer. So, I would not necessarily want to go during soccer season, to be completely honest, because I would hate to miss something. But we're not like tied down. He and I, if we want to do a little trip, just the 2 of us, we're not tied down to that schedule. So that's kind of good. That's the partial empty nester theory. So I definitely enjoyed that time away. It was really nice. Especially work when it's stressful, and sometimes it's easy, I think, to, I don't know, disconnect a little bit from each other. You get so busy in the grind of day-to-day life, work and parenting and family and all that. So it was really nice just to go away, he and I. So I really enjoyed that. This little I don't know what this is, a little dropper bottle. So kind of, no. I want to put something else here. I just don't know what it is. I'm afraid if I put this, as much as I love this sticker, I'm afraid, like this all very light, I just feel like that is a little too dark. But I definitely want something else up here. I just don't know what it is. Maybe the books? Can we do that? I think we can. I did put lotion on my hands before I started this. And I think I got some on this washi tape because this piece in particular absolutely does not want to stay down. So that maybe was an operator error. It's going to drive me crazy. I'm just going to rip it. That part that keeps curling up. We'll just do that. And then I think, where's my little boxes? I think we're going to do know, maybe right there. We'll do a box there, and yeah, I think I'm going to do one there. And here we are, me peeling up. Oh, that wasn't so bad that time. I do want to wipe this out, though. Sometimes I feel like these box stickers, you can just kind of see that line there. There we go. But yeah, we had a really good time. But I was definitely, we were gone. We left for 5 days. I felt like it was a little much. I didn't feel like I needed to be in New Orleans that long. I will say, things I wish we would have done, we would have gotten around to, and if I ever were to go back, which I also don't necessarily feel that I need to go back, to be completely honest. But if I did, I think what I would want to do is, what's this little, maybe I want another candle. I don't know. We'll just put that there. I would like to go to the Garden District and take a architectural tour, because some of these, like the detail on these homes, you guys, and some of the stuff is just, it's so stunning. It's so beautiful. So that would be the thing, and to eat some food. I definitely could go for that. 100%. So those would be two things I think I would want to do if I went back again. But again, I don't necessarily feel like the urge or the need that I would have to. Somewhere I do want to go that I haven't been, there's lots of places. Like, I would love to go to Nashville. I was talking with my husband, like, ooh, like, where's the next place that we're going to go? So I could definitely get into that and go start traveling a little bit more. So we'll see what happens, but it was a good time. I was happy to come home, not so happy to go back to work. Wah wah. That's the sad part about coming back home. I missed my kids. I mean, the bed and everything was comfortable, so that was fine. But you just, after a while, you're just kind of, at least I do, I kind of miss the routine of things, and there's stuff I need to get done, and I think we just had run out of, we'd done the things, I shouldn't say run out of things to do. We had done the things that we wanted to do. So it was good to come home and kind of get back to it today. I got a haircut. I had my hair cut. I was going to say I got a haircut appointment. I got my hair cut and went to the grocery store, did laundry, did the dishes, all the normal things one does after vacation. So I go back to work tomorrow. I work Wednesday. Today is Tuesday when I'm filming this video. Depending on the time, it may actually go up tonight. I may try and edit it real quick and get it up for you guys, because I haven't posted in a while. I haven't been really great about posting. I just feel like lately I'm just tired after work. So I work 12 hours, and sometimes I would film after work, and I don't do that anymore. So I really need to work on some kind of schedule. But sometimes I feel like I just want to relax, and veg out a little bit, instead of feeling like I need to go film something or do something. So I haven't been as good about that, and I apologize. So we'll see. I also have other ideas for different types of content that I'm kind of want to get into, so we may see that more in the new year. I really need to get on some kind of schedule and plan some things out. Because I work outside the home, I don't have flexibility that some other people may have with their schedules. Maybe if they do this full time, or, whatever. yeah, I don't have that. So I think for me personally, coming up with some kind of schedule would probably be the best idea. Kind of keep me on point. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. That's just some things I've been kind of thinking about for the new year and how things have been going. I feel like this time of year, and you'll have to let me know down below, this time of year really just has me like kind of thinking about things and, you know, what has worked, what hasn't worked, what would I like to change. And so that is one of them, is just the kind of content I share. Planning, I think, will always be a very, like, a part of it, but I want to share other things too. So that makes sense. So you have to let me know if you're only interested in planning or if you're interested in other things. Yeah, what kind of content do you consume when it comes to YouTube? You'll have to let me know. Because I know I watch like a lot of, just different things like working mom stuff, I think cleaning, DIYs, decor, shopping. What else do I watch? Because I feel like I consume a decent amount of YouTube and content itself online. And so part of me is like, well, why not create some of the things that you're also into, you know? Because that's how this whole journey started, is obviously like I was consuming a lot of planner content. I really enjoyed it. And so then I was like, well, why not create it, you know, do that for myself. And so that's kind of how that started. So I don't know, in the future, just things I'm thinking about on my mind. Figured I would share with you all. But this is my spread for this week. I love Marielle stickers. These are from, if I didn't say, I think I did, from Whimsy Luxe. Go check out her shop. She has sticker books and sticker sheets. Super cute. I love the fall colors and how it's just so cozy. And this Happy Planner is a seasonal planner. And honestly, I didn't really, like, I didn't plan it, but it matches the top so much. So super cute. But thank you guys for listening to me ramble on about my vacation. I hope you guys have been doing well. Yeah, give me all your opinions below on the kind of content you consume on YouTube. And I hope you guys are having a great week planning your best life. Any affiliate links are down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.